Yeah, so today we're reviewing a JSS3 mock examination. You can see the questions on the right, and I'll be solving them. I'll be solving them here on the left. So there are two notes actually. I'll be solving in one of them, in this one, in the one on the left, and writing the correct options to the multiple choice questions. In the second note, you can see I already made a column for numbers 1 to 20, and we'll extend the numbers as we move on. So let's go straight to it. Number 1 says, what number do the tally marks represent? Let's see. You can see these tally marks are in groups of sixes, are in groups of 6. Yes. I think, okay, that's a mistake. Tally marks are supposed to be in groups of 5. So this is what is actually supposed to be. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a stroke to make 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a stroke to make another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a stroke to make another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a stroke to make another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a stroke to make another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a stroke to make another 5. How many 5s are we supposed to have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then 3 single strokes. So it's actually supposed to be 33. But here we would see that the bunches are bunches of 6s, and that's an error. That's an error. Tallies are in groups of 5 and not in groups of 6. Yeah. Okay, so that means number 1 is supposed to be a bonus. Number 1 is a bonus. Let me just write bonus. Now we go to number 2. Answers on the right page and solutions on the left page. Approximate 1, 2. Number 2, approximate 1, 2, 2, 5, 6 to 3 significant figures. That's number 2. 1, 2, 2, 5, 6 to 3 significant figures is the same as. This is what you do. Just count the first 3 significant figures. Let me circle that in white. These are the first 3 significant figures. 1, 2, 2. So we check the fourth. If it's 5 or more than 5, we add 1 to the third significant figure. And in this case, it's 5. So we add 1 to these 2, and it becomes 3. And we write all the remaining digits before that 3. 2, 1. And every other thing after that third significant figure will become 0. So that means 1, 2, 2, 5, 6 to 3 significant figures is the same as 1, 2, 3, 0, 0 to 3 SF to 3 significant figures. And the correct option to that is 1, 2, 3, 0, 0. That's B. That's B. Now we move on. Find the value of x in. This looks like x times 4 equals 12. That's number 3. The value of x in x times 4 equals 12. X times 4 equals 12. This is of course 4x equals 12. And you divide both sides by 4 to get x, which means x equals 3. So that's B. The correct option to that is B. Number 4, which of the following is not a property of all parallelograms? Adjacent sides are equal, opposite angles are equal. Adjacent sides are equal, opposite angles are equal. C, opposite sides are equal. D, the diagonals bisect each other. That's correct. Opposite sides are parallel. And so which of these is not a property? Adjacent sides are equal. That's opposite angles are equal. are the opposite angles of a trapezium equal? Of a parallelogram are equal? Opposite angles are equal, opposite sides are equal. The diagonals bisect each other, that's correct. Opposite sides are parallel. Opposite angles. Adjacent sides are equal. And the correct answer to that is A. The correct answer to that is A. Adjacent sides of a parallelogram are not equal. That's A. Because this is what a parallelogram looks like. This is what a parallelogram looks like. Let's just see a diagram that represents a parallelogram. This side is parallel to this side, and this side is parallel to this side. The parallel, opposite sides are equal and parallel, but adjacent sides are not equal. If I call this A and this B, A is not equal to B, and they are adjacent. A and B are adjacent, but they are not equal. So the correct answer should be. So the only property here that's not true of a parallelogram is that adjacent sides are equal. Adjacent sides are not equal. So that's the answer. Now we move on. Number 4. Let's clean that. We move on to number 5. What's number 5? The number 5. Number 5. The number of lines of symmetry of a parallelogram is. The number of lines of symmetry of a parallelogram. A parallelogram doesn't have any line of symmetry, so that's A. Mind you, a line of symmetry is a number of ways in which you can fold the shape into two equal halves. And there's no way you can ever fold a parallelogram into two equal halves. So we move on. Number 6. The sum of two consecutive even numbers is 34. Find the smaller number. Number 6. I think we are going to write here. Number 6. Every even number is less than the one after it by 2. So if, look at the even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. You see that 2 is less than 4 by 2. 4 is less than 6 by 2. 6 is less than 8 by 2. 8 is less than 10 by 2. Or you say every even number is bigger than the one before it by 2. So they said two consecutive even numbers. Let the first even number be A. Let A be the first. Let the even numbers be. Let A and A plus 2 be the even numbers. Let A and A plus 2 be the even numbers. Be the consecutive even numbers. Be the consecutive even numbers. That means A plus 2 is immediately after A. Be the consecutive even numbers. Their sum is 34. That means A plus 2 is equal to 34. And that means 2A plus 2 equals 34. Which means 2A equals 34 minus 2. And that means 2A equals 32. We can divide both sides by 2 to get A. And that means A is 17. Therefore, the smaller even number is 17. And the correct option to that is, the smaller number is 30. The sum of the two of them is 34. That's 34. This is supposed to be 34. So 34 divided by 2 is 17. The smaller number is 17. Oh, the answer is not there. Okay, so that's a bonus too, because the correct option is not in the given options. That too is a bonus. Now we write on number 7. A trader bought a book for 500 naira and sold it for 350 naira. Calculate his percentage loss. Number 7. Percentage loss. Percentage loss is loss over cost price times 100%. So what's the cost price? Cost price is you bought the book for 500 naira and sold it for how much? 350 naira. So that means loss is cost price minus selling price, which is 500 minus 350, and that's 150 naira. So therefore percentage loss will be equal to loss, which is 150 naira, divided by cost price, which is 500 naira, times 100%, times 100%. And that means if you work that out, 0 cancels 0, 0 cancels 0, 5 and 150 is 30, so that simply means 30%. Percentage loss is 30%, and the correct option to that is calculate the percentage loss. The correct option to that is, wow, I'll come back on there, 500 minus 350. About 500. Okay, that's what it should be. The correct option to that is 30%. The answer is not there too, and that means that's also a bonus. That's number 7. That's supposed to be 30%. A trader bought a book for 500 and sold it for 350. Calculate percentage loss. That's also a bonus. 500 minus 350 is 150. So loss over cost price. That's also a bonus. The answer is not amongst the options given. That's also a bonus. And then we go to number 8. Let's see. PQRS is a parallelogram where PQ equals QR and P is not equal to Q. What name can be given to the parallelogram? What name can be given to? The questions look a bit tiny, but I want you to see everything in a full stretch. PQRS is a parallelogram where PQ is equal to QR and P equals, so you need to look closely to be able to read the questions. And PQ equals QR and P is not equal to Q. One name can be given to the parallelogram. Okay. PQ is QR, but P is not equal to Q. What P is not equal to Q? Is it angle P? P is not equal to Q. Is it angle P that's not equal to angle Q? One name can be given to the parallelogram. That can only be a rhombus. That can only be a rhombus. That can only be a rhombus. That's C. Now, number 8, solve the equation. We need to write something down there. Solve the equation 5 times x plus 1. 5 times x plus 1 minus 15 equals 0. And that means 5x plus 5 minus 15 equals 0. Okay, which means 5x minus 10 equals 0. That means 5x equals 10. We divide both sides by 5 to get x. And that means x equals 2. The answer is C. Number 9 is C. Write 394 in Roman numerals. Of course, that's 394. That's number 10. 394 is the same as CCC. That's 390 is 90 is XC and 4 is IV. So that's CCC XCIV. And that is CCC 394 XCIV. 394. Okay, that's E. Number 10 is E. Now to number 11. What is the value of X in terms of Y? That's a cheap one. What's the value of X in terms of Y? You have a diagram this way. And this is, okay, this is X degrees, while the rest of the angle is 360 degrees. The value of X in terms of Y is going to be 360 minus X. Yeah, minus 360 minus Y, because X plus Y is 360. X equals 360 minus Y. 360 degrees minus Y degrees. And the reason for that is angles at a point. The sum of angles at a point is 360 degrees. That means X plus Y is 360 and X is 360 minus Y. 360 degrees minus Y degrees. The answer to that is D. Now to number 12. If A equals 2, number 12. A equals 2. B equals minus 3. And X equals 0. Which of the following is correct? AB is less than X. AB means 2 times minus 3. That's minus 6. It's less than 0. That's actually true. AB is greater than X. No. AB is equal to X. No. AB is less than or equal to X. No. AB is greater than. It's actually AB is less than X. Minus 6 is less than 0. The answer is A. Number 13 quickly. That means we don't need any solution. We don't need to write anything here. Now to number 13. Express 72 as a product of its factors, leaving your answer in index form. 72 as a product of its factors. That's number 13. 72, you can do this simply. 2 in 72, 36, 2 in 36, 18, 2 in 18, 9. 3 is all go now, 3 in 9, 3, 3 in 3, 1. So 72 as a product of its factors is reduced in the interval line. So that means 72 is the same as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, which is 2 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 2. 2 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 2. And the correct option to that is 2 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 2, and that's B. Number 13 is B. 14. RT and SQ are parallel lines. What is the size of the angle X degrees? What is the size of angle X? That's number 14. Let's have a diagram. Maybe I should bring it down. Let's put the diagram here. There's a transversal here across the parallel lines. These lines are parallel. R, T, and SQ are parallel lines. This is 130 degrees, and this is X. Then it's actually not the X. Find the value of X. This is X. Yeah, that's where X is supposed to be. That's where X is supposed to be. It's animation in that diagram. So there's an omission in the diagram. So that's x. If that's x, what do we do? Of course, if this is 130 degrees, this will be, let me call this y. Y plus 130 equals 180 degrees. Angles, let me write that in full on a straight line. Y plus 130 degrees equals 180 degrees, and the reason is because they are angles on a straight line. That means y is equal to 180 minus 130, and that's 50 degrees. And I know that y is equal to x. What's the reason for that? Alternate angles. Alternate angles. Alternate angles. Therefore, x is 50 degrees. We already found y to be 50 degrees. That means x is 50 degrees. And the correct option to that is D. Number 14 is D. Now to 15. A trader gets 80 naira for every tray of eggs sold. At the end of a week, she makes a total of 5,600 naira. How many trays of eggs did she sell? 80 naira for every tray, and she made a total of 5,600 at the end of a particular week. How many trays? Of course, that's division. We get that by division. Number 15, number of trays. Number of trays of eggs is equal to the total amount made in a week divided by the amount you get per tray. Yeah, the total amount made in a week divided by the amount you get per tray of eggs she sells. And that's going to be 0 cancel 0. 8 years, that's 70. That's 70 trays. That means she sold 70 trays of eggs. That's D. Number 15 is also D. Number 16, if M equals to 16, M equals 2, N equals 5, and Y equals 3. Evaluate M times N plus Y divided by NM. That's going to be equal to M, which is 2, into bracket N plus Y, 5 plus 3 divided by 5 plus 3 divided by NM means 5 times 2, and that simply means 2 times 8 over 10, which is the same as 16 over 10, and that's 1.6. That's 1.6. So the answer to that is A. Number 16 is A. 17, convert 57 base 10 to a number in base 2, because that's easy. 17. 57 base 10, we use long division for conversion from base 10 to other bases. 57 base 10 to a number in base 2, we divide 2 by 2, that's 2 on that 8. You write 1 as what's remaining as usual. 2 here, that's 14. There's no remainder. 2, that's 7. The remainder is also 0. 2, that's 3. The remainder is 1. 2, that's 1. The remainder is 1. 2, that's 0. The remainder is 1. 2, that's 0, the remainder is 0. You stop, no, you stop after getting 0 at the bottom here for the first column, when you're writing the result of the denominator of the division. So that means 57 base 10 is the same as, then you copy these numbers up, all the way up. 57 base 10 is the same as 111001 base 2. That's 111001 base 2. So what's the correct option? What's the option that represents that? That's C, 001 base 2. Number 17 is C. Now to number 18, find the value of x. That's a bonus because the diagram is not clear. Number 18 is a bonus. 19, if x equals 2, find the value of 8 minus 3x squared. Number 19. X equals 2. That means 8 minus 3x squared is the same as 8 minus 3 into bracket 2 squared. And that's 8 minus 2 squared is 8 minus 3 into bracket 4, because 2 squared is 4. And that's 8 minus 12, which is 6. 8 minus 12, and that's 6. The answer is D. Number 19 is D. Now on to number 20. Find the value of the unknown angle. That's another bonus because the diagram is not clear. 21. Express 55 base 4 in base 7. Sorry, 555 base 4 in base 7. To do that, we need to change. We can change the number to base 10 first. 555 base 4. We want to express that in base 7. But we are changing it to base 10 first. And that will mean, of course, you know how to do that. 0, 1, 2. That means 5 times 4 raised to power 2. I want to make sure this 2 is clear. 5 times 4 raised to power 2 plus 5 times 4 raised to power 1 plus 5 times 4 raised to power 0. And that simply means 5 times 16 plus 5 times 4 plus 5 times 1. Any number raised to power 0 is the same as 1, which means 80 plus 20 plus 5, and that's 105 base 10. But don't forget that we're supposed to change it to base 7 and not base 10. And now we can change this to base 7 by doing a long division. 105 base 10 to base 7. 7 here 1, we are left with 3 and 35, 5. The remainder is 0. Now we go again. 7 here 2, the remainder is 1. 7 here 0, the remainder is 2. So you stop when you get 0 at the bottom for the result, as a result of a division. So therefore 5, which was the original number, 555 base 4 is the same as, we're supposed to copy this number up, is the same as 210 base 7. 210 base 7. And that's it. The answer is C. That's written mistake. That was written mistakenly as a power, but it's not supposed to be a power. It's supposed to be a subscript. 21 is C. Now we go to 22. Convert 11101 base 2 to denary. Denary is the same as base 10. 11101 base 2 to denary is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a manipulative way of converting from one base to from a particular base to base 10. So that means 1 times 2 raised to power 4 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 3 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 2 plus 1 times 2, no, this is 0, plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0. And that's going to become 1 times 16, 2 raised to power 4 is 16 plus 1 times 8 plus 1 times 4 plus, I want to move this back a little. Yeah. Plus 1 times 16 plus 1 times 8 plus 1 times 4 plus 0, because anything times 0 is 0. 0 times 2 raised to power 1 is still 0, plus 1 times 1. And we know that anything raised to power 0 is also 1. So this is 0, while this is 1 times 1. Now that means 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 0 plus 1. And that's 24 plus 4, 28 plus 1. 29 base 10. That's a piece of cake. 29 base 10. That's about 22 is 29 base 10. The base is not written because numbers are naturally in base 10. So we move on. Let's go to 23. How many seconds are there in a day? 23. That's another piece of cake. How many seconds are there in a day? 1 day is 24 hours. 1 day is 24 hours, and that's the same as 24 times 60 minutes, which is the same as 24 times 60 minutes. What's that? 24 times 6 is 0, 0. 24 to 12, 14. That's 0, 4, 4. That's 1,440 minutes. And now to seconds, we multiply by another 60, which will mean 1440 times 60. That's 0, 0, 0, 0. 6 times 0, 6 times 4, 24. 4 carry 2. 6 times 4, 24 plus 2, 26. 6 carry 2. 6 times 1, 6 plus 2, 8. 0, 0, 4, 6, 8. That's 86,400 seconds. That's the number of seconds in a day. 86,400 seconds. The answer is D. 23 is D. Now to 24. Express 108 kilometers per hour in meters per second, leaving your answer in standard form. All right, that's another cheap one. Number 24. 108 kilometers per hour. 108 kilometers per hour in seconds means we change 108 kilometers to 108 kilometers per hour to meters per second. That means we'll change the kilometers to meters and then the hour to second. So that means 108 times kilometers to meters is multiplied by 1,000 meters divided by 1 hour to seconds. 1 hour to seconds is, okay, I think before I do that, I'd like to write the standards. 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters, and 1 hour is 3,600 seconds. That's short for seconds. So if you are changing from kilometers to meters, we multiply by 1,000, and if you are changing from hour to seconds, we multiply by 3,600. So that means 108 kilometers per hour is the same as 108 times 1,000 meters divided by 1 hour to seconds will be 1 times 3,600 seconds. And that's going to be, let me write this properly. And that's going to be, we can cut here, 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0. What else? 18 here 10, 18 here 2. No. Oh, 36 here 1, 36 here 5. And the answer, and the answer is going to be 5 meters per second. That's it simply. That's 5 meters per second. 24, that's 5. 24 is A. That was a cheap one too. 25. Find the HCF and LCM of 15 and 20. Of course, you still remember that. Find the HCF and LCM of 15 and 20. You can do that. HCF, let's find HCF first. You know, let's use a column method. 20. HCF, you think of a number that will divide, the smallest number that will divide both of them, 3, 4. And that means the HCF is 5. HCF equals 5. Now for LCM. Let's go to LCM. For HCF, it must be the smallest prime number that will divide both of them. You start dividing by the smallest prime number that will divide all the numbers which HCF you are finding. But for LCM, you find the smallest prime number that will divide at least one of them, and here it is 2. It won't divide 15 without a remainder, so we rewrite the 15. In 20 is 10, 2, 15, 5. Now 3 is what will go 5, this remains 5, and now we come to 5, 1 more. So LCM is 2 times 3 times 5, and that's 412, that's 60. And we're asked to find the sum. So you can say therefore HCF plus LCM equals 5 plus 60, which is 65. And the answer is D. Down to 26. 26 says expand minus 4x times minus 3x plus 5z. Okay, when we are expanding, we are just opening brackets. Minus 4x times minus 3y plus 5z, not 3x, times minus 3y plus 5z. That's the same as, that's equal to minus 4x times minus 3y. This is it, minus 4x times minus 3y. Minus and minus is plus, 4 times 3 is 12, x times y, xy. So that's 12xy. Minus and minus again is minus 4 times 5 is 20, x times z is xz, and that's equal to, and that's the answer. 12xy minus 20xz. Let's see that. 12xy minus 20xz. That's it. The answer is B. 26 is B. 12xy minus 20xz. Down to 27. Simplifying. 27. Simplifying x plus 1 times x minus 1 plus 4x squared plus 4x squared. Okay, how do we go about this? This is the same as x plus 1 times x minus 1 is the same as, let's open the bracket, x. This is actually a difference of two squares, but for clarity, let's open Let's open the bracket, and that becomes x squared minus x plus x minus 1 plus 4x squared, which is minus x plus x is 0, so that means x squared minus 1 plus 4x squared. X squared plus 4x squared is 5x squared minus 1, and that's the answer, 5x squared minus 1. And what's the correct option for that? That's D, 5x squared minus 1. 27 equals D. Now let's make the line longer. 28, simplify. Of course, this is another piece of cake. 28, simplify 3 number 1 over 2 minus 1 number 2 over 3 times 1 number 3 over 5. Okay, that's the same as we're using board mass, so we simplify what's within the brackets first. 3 number minus 1 number is 2 number. The LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. 2 in 6 is 3 times 1 3 minus 3 in 6 is 2 times 2 is 4 times 1 number 2 over 5. Of course, we are multiplying, so we change this to an improper fraction. That's 5 8 over 5, and that's the same as, we cannot subtract, for this numerator we cannot subtract 4 from 3, so this will become, that means we're going to borrow 1 from this whole number, we'll be left with 1 number, and that one we have borrowed is 6, so it's going to become 1 number, that's going to become 1 number 6 plus 3 minus 4 divided by 6. I'm sure you still remember that primary school thing, that primary school method of doing this, and that's 1 number 6 plus 3 is 9 minus 4, 5 over 6 times 8 over 5, and that becomes 11 over 6 times 8 over 5, and that simply means, what happens, 2 here 3, 2 here 4, and that's the same as 11 over 15, and that's the final answer. No, cannot be. The answer is 44 over 15, which is, if you like, 2 number, that's 30, 14 over 15. Fractions must always be in their simplest forms, so that's the correct answer, 2 number 14 over 15, which is C. 28 is C. Now to number 29. Does that require any workings to okay, does that require workings to, I think it does. If 1/3 of the sum of 2 and 7 is divided by 3/4 of the positive difference of 15 and 7, the result is sum of 2 and 7. 1/3 of the sum of 2 and 7 means 1 over 3 times 2 plus 7 is divided by, okay, we have all of that, divided by 3/4. 3/4 means 3 over 4 of the positive difference between 15 and 7. Positive difference means subtract the small number from the big number, and that will be equal to 1 over 3 times 9 divided by 3 over 4. Let me put all of that within brackets for clarity. And that will mean 1 over 3 times, it's a bit clumped up, bring it down. And that will be equal to 1 over 3 times 9 divided by 3 over 4 times 15 minus 7 is 8, 3 over 4 times 8, and that's equal to 3 here 1, 3 here 3, that's 3 divided by 4 here 1, 4 here 2, 3 divided by 6, of course that's 3 over 6, which is 1 over 2. The answer is half, that's D. 29 is D. Now to 30. If the diagonals Sorry about that. 30. If the diagonals of a rhombus are 4 centimeters and 8 centimeters, find the area. Okay, let's have a diagonal, number 30. Let's have a rhombus. Let's say rhombus. If the diagonals of a rhombus let me make it better now. If the diagonals of a rhombus are 4 and 8, that means a long diagonal is 8 centimeters, while the short one, which is this, is 4 centimeters. I think I'm going to put the 8 centimeters here. The short one is 4 centimeters and the long one is 8 centimeters. Now here, find the area. How do you find the area of a rhombus? We can simply find the area of one of the right angle triangles inside it and multiply it by 4. So if I look at this, I'm bringing out one of the right angle triangles. So the short diagonal is 4, that means this is 2 centimeters. The long diagonal is 8, that means this is 4 centimeters because it's half of it. So the area of that triangle is half base times height. Area of 1/4. Or let me just write it here. Let me bring it down here. This is from the rhombus and I'm bringing it down here to say area equals area of this small triangle. Area equals half base times height, 1/2 times 2 times 4, and that's 4 centimeters squared. Therefore, area of rhombus equals 4 times that area, 4 times 4 centimeters squared, because there are 4 of this small triangle in the rhombus, which is 16 centimeters squared. And the answer to that is C. Number 30 is C. Now to 31. That's 31. Find the value of H in the diagram below. Of course, that's simple. The value of H in the diagram this way. This is 2H degrees. This is 3H degrees, and this is 4H degrees. All of them are on a straight line, so we can say 4H plus 3H plus 2H equals 180 degrees. Angles on a straight line. I'm writing STR dot as a short form of straight, and that means 4H plus 3H, 7H plus 2H, 9H equals 180. And can divide both sides by 9 to get H. H is 20 degrees. Simple. Now, what's the correct option? The correct option to that is A. 31 is A. 31 is A. Alright. Okay. I think I'll make this half of part 1 of the objectives. So let's stop here and have some popcorn. I'll be back in a bit.